Hello, this is Mike from the River and 231 Outfitters, and we are at Sabin Dam. And behind me is Sabin Pond and 175 miles of Boardman River. Below me, about 5.5 miles, is Clinch Park. We only go as high as Sabin Dam up the river, and the float, either in a paddleboard or in a kayak, from this spot is about 2 to 2.5 hours, depending on the wind on Boardman Lake. So if you're on the Tart Boardman Loop, where you ride your bike up to a spot, get off your bike and get in a kayak, this is as high as we will go. We're just below the Sabin Dam, and this is what you'll see, these stairs behind us. I'd like you to bring your bikes up to the top, and there you'll see that there's a peninsula that you can put your boats. It's a nice place to put in right at the end of this peninsula, and then you have about 1.5 miles to Boardman Lake, and that's where we'll see you next. All right, we're now at the YMCA. This is our second put-in down from Sabin Dam, so about 1.5 miles south of us is where we just left off. So behind me is the start of Medley Park. It is a wild bird sanctuary, and this is one of my favorite parts of the whole river. This is an island right here, and if you stay to the right, it gets real swampy. There's backwater and there's some little inlets that can go back into the swamp. The problem with going that way is that you have to come all the way back around the island and head along this side straight down to the culverts and into Boardman Lake. You can't get through the culverts on the right side. So we're right behind the pickleball courts here for people that are on their bikes. This is where you'll leave your bike, and this is where you'll get in the boat. Right behind the pickleball courts at the YMCA. Okay, here we are on the south end of Boardman Lake at a county park called Medley Park. We're still at Logan's Landing on the south side of Boardman Lake, and you can see behind me, it's about 1.5 miles, 2 miles across the lake. It's a beautiful lake. Sabin is about 2.5 miles that way, and Clinch Park now is about 3 miles north of me. Okay, I'm standing on the upriver side of the Union Dam, and you'll hear us say get out on the left and get back in on the left. So as I'm coming downriver, the left is right over here. Maybe you can see that little dog and that guy walking up. So this is how far you would have to go to get back in on the left. So we'll walk down there to the put-in spot. But that's the takeout at Union Dam. Get out on the left and get back in on the left. This is the put-in spot below Union Dam. So we got out on the left side as we're coming down river, and now we're getting back in on the left side. The next stop are the fish weirs, and it's the last little obstacle that we have before we get to the bay. So these are the fish weirs. As you're coming down river, this is what you'll see. And you'll see that there's a bend in the river, and the faster moving water is along the outside or the left side. I highly encourage you to get all the way over against those rocks on the right side as you go through those bars. Your boats will fit going straight, but they won't fit going sideways. So hug the right side of the river, even if you put your hands on that dock over there, and go through the fish weirs all the way over on the right. Clinch Park is about a 10-minute float from here, downriver. We'll see you there. Okay, we're back at Clinch Park now, and you can see right at the end of the beach is where the river, the Boardman River, ends up dumping out into the bay. So make your way back down the beach, and we've got our own little private beach right here in front of the kayak shack. You can head up to the Rivertown Cafe and have some ice cream or the best burger in town. Hope you guys had a great trip, and I'm Mike Sutherland. Let's get outdoors and make some memories.